All right, welcome back, everybody. Another Age of Empires 4 replay. The past few have been bangers. Man, these games have been good lately. And this is pre-patch. I mean, I'm excited for what the patch is going to add, but man, these past few games have been good. This matchup, it's Hill and Dale. That's the map. And on Hill and Dale, pretty rare to see English. That's what my opponent's playing as. Me, I'm playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. And it's a very turtly map because you can wall up these few entrances to your base, and now you've got a very resource-rich area that you can completely mine out. So you're going to see a lot of fast expansions. You're going to see a lot of quick teching, and not a lot of military conflict for the first chunk of the game. And we got quite a long game here, so we're gonna speed it up a little bit here. I'm gonna go for a opposite fast expand. So we're going to get the economic wing on the House of Wisdom. Once we get that, we'll get our fresh foodstuffs, start producing really cheap villagers. Should see me start to go for this stone deposit down here pretty shortly. We need stone to build those town halls or these town centers. Okay, yeah. Also throw down an outpost because you never know. English can get aggressive with those early longbowmen. And I want to keep scouting out my opponent. Looks like I already got a quick run by with my scout. Saw a council hall. Also saw, I think I spotted some villagers on this stone here. Okay, there's the mill. Okay, now my scout's coming by. I think this is when I scout. Yeah, that's a lot of villagers on stone. And yeah, he's going for a tech in town center right away. Now this kind of kicks me in the butt. I'm like, okay, let's get stone of our own, and let's start making horsemen. Because if all he's got are longbowmen, we could at least do some damage here. So I decide, let's see what he can defend with. We'll attack his villagers a little bit, then back off. See, he's got 2 longbowmen. Horsemen can take on longbowmen any day of the week. So I'm kind of coming back and forth to get my extra horsemen involved. But yeah, we're going in. Look at these, look at how weak these longbowmen are. We're just kind of discouraging him from taking the gold. I don't really want to go near the town center because you can see it snipes down my my horsemen really quick. So with the scout providing vision and rallying units over here, he's going for the palings, which is maybe a good idea, but his units are just dying so quickly. But yeah, you can see he's retreated 6 villagers into his town center. So yeah, maybe I'm trading with his longbowman, but yeah, he's got even more villagers in here. It's just too many arrows. There's just plain too many of them. So I don't feel like I accomplished much with this attack, and that was unfortunate. Though, I mean, I guess I had his workers come off of the resources for a little bit, but it was a lot of commitment. And now he's got his 2 town centers up. Me, I'm still waiting on building mine. Although, okay, it looks like it's going down, so that's good. Really, we should focus on this income per minute to see how we're doing. It looks like he's stopped going for stone, so maybe he just wants that one town center, that additional town center, and then he'll just stop. I'm going to keep sending forces out. I want to keep tabs on his longbowman numbers. If they get to a huge mass and I'm not ready for it, then that'll be a real problem. Also, I want to be able to harass while there's no walls up. So now I'm seeing, okay, some more villagers gathering berries. We're going to charge in, try and get some kills here. I couldn't click this villager. I couldn't click this villager who's behind this these berries. It was very frustrating. Okay, now I got them. Yeah, we're targeting down a few villagers. It's a few kills here. Love to get another one, but doesn't look like it. I'm gonna back off. Like I said, these town centers, when they get villagers in them, they do a lot of damage. And I'm really just asking him, hey, please send your army this way, because I want to see what units you have. We're going to snipe down another villager, and now we're like, oh, okay, let's get the hell out of here. And I'm seeing 9 longbowmen, so he's still just spamming longbowmen. I'm going to try to retreat with my troops here. So now I'm not feeling bad about pumping horsemen. We're probably going to put out a bunch more horsemen, because they're just a direct counter to these longbowmen. He's still ahead in income. That's a concern. It's likely because he's just had 2 town centers pumping this whole time. But I am still collecting stone, and you'll likely see me put down even more town centers in the near future. I've got quite an excess of gold, but there's plenty that I can do with it. Okay, looks like he's transitioned to a lot of wood. That likely means he's going for either farms, or he's looking to make a bunch of longbowmen. Wow, he defends with the villagers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's why you really want to harass English with horsemen. Because you saw the villagers just pull out their bows and shoot down any units you might send. And I like what I'm doing here. I'm expanding and grabbing these berries out on the map. But really, I should be doing that a lot more, because I'm seeing my opponent turtle up here, put down walls. I'm going to park the scout right there to prevent the wall from being constructed. And now I'm going to send my horsemen down. Still scouting out the map. I don't want him taking anything on the map while I'm out here. So I'm going to send these horsemen in, kill off this villager. But he's sending his longbowmen. But he didn't send his full longbowman mass, so we will engage. Get some longbowman kills, why not? And now I'm going to target down villagers. So there's a villager kill. Looking around. That was pretty good. Lost 1 horseman, got a few of his longbowmen and 1 of his villagers. He makes it to the Castle Age. I'm likely going to have a slower Castle Age because I went for a 3rd town center, but you can see I'm actually already researching it. So feeling good about that. And now I'm seeing, again, it's just longbowmen. I'm going to send my scout in to check out what's going on. We're seeing a blacksmith. Blacksmith, yeah, balanced projectiles, that +1 damage. And wow, he's using his villagers to just shoot down any scouts. Wonder if he'll engage with these. Nope, doesn't even need to. He's putting his farmlands back here. I want to make note of that. That's a good area to attack. I'm also putting down walls, just in case he decides to send those longbowmen forward. They can't exactly break through walls very easily. Looking at income, he's just straight up going for food and food and wood. I assume he's just going to produce more and more longbowmen with all of that food and wood, because I mean his gold income is really low. Let's check out the player's score. He's ahead by a little bit, likely from that early economic advantage. I'm trying to continue to put on pressure, so I'm going to kind of do some attacks at this palisade gate here, but here's all his longbow. I'm going to send my troops back. It's a shame I lose the scout, but knowing that his units are here, I'm going to send this force, 13 horsemen, which is a great number. I don't know if I needed the archers along, but I figured if I needed to build a ram, we could have them, because we've actually already researched the siege engineering. We've actually got some upgrades. That's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to, take out that scout, which was hanging out in the stealth forest. Now we're going to ride up here. We've got our veteran horsemen now. We're going to burn down this palisade gate. Should go pretty quick. These horsemen do good damage versus buildings. waiting. I know that he's already started moving his longbowmen, so I'm also going to have these units start burning down this palisade gate. So we're attacking from two sides, but this is my main force. These horsemen are going to ride in. These are my strong units. I'm going to send them around back because I want to get at this farmland. And I'll send these archers forward to maybe distract any units he might have. So there come the longbowmen. There's the huge longbowman mass. He went for veteran longbowmen, so you know he's focused on them. Seen all these villagers, they're just going to retreat into the king's palace. So that's his third town center. So he's matched with me, but I've actually gone up to a fourth. Never mind. Now I'm finding his farmlands, so I'm just going to target down villagers. Nice, nice. It's a few kills there. We're just going to ride onward because you know there's more villagers over here to kill. There they all are. And the longbowmen are so slow. It takes forever for them to get across the map. So I can get all these free kills and not even worry. Yeah, he's chasing me off with these spears, which is good. And then look at that. I bust through the palisade gate over here, and now my horsemen can just ride on through. It was a very satisfying attack, although I don't think I did as much damage as I hoped. I maybe got 5, 6 villagers. That was about it. That said, it also gave me a good scout of his base. I seem to have disrupted his economy a little bit because you can see my income is now ahead. And with my 4 town centers, I mean, we can get up to 120, 130 villagers as quickly as we can. Also putting down a mosque because I'm hoping to grab these relics off the map. Okay, this wolf needs to chill. So now it's mostly a game of building up for the Imperial Age, the final age, because we've both got pretty defensive positions here. And he's got a lot of longbowmen, so I'm trying to focus on my cavalry. Got my 10 knights here, but I did see him making a decent amount of spearmen, so I'm a little worried about that. He's going to have a pretty blended composition of longbowmen and spearmen. I'm going to send a small force this way to build a battering ram to knock down whatever walls he's got here, and I'm going to have this force hang around. We see a group of his villagers head this way. I send a group over to try and just kill off these villagers, but they keep kind of moving around on me. And then I see he's got more forces here than I think. So that ends up being a slaughter over there. I lose all those horsemen to a clump of spearmen. And that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if I should engage here. I'm going to send the battering ram forward, but I'm not sure. I'm going to wait a little bit. Build up my forces here. Should really send these forces in all right now and then try and do like a pincer move. Let's see if I do that. No, I'm a little late on it, it looks like. Gonna lose a lot of my knights here. Though they are strong, they're not doing great against all of these spearmen. Although now we're getting on top of the longbowmen. That's good. He seems to have run out of melee units, so now we're getting to attack all of his archers. But now he's sending these man-at-arms forward, and they have, I believe, the ironclad upgrades, so they all have really good armor. You can see they make just a wall for the archers to shoot behind. I'm going to send more of my troops forward while over here I'm taking out his units that came to deal with the battering ram. And now I'm not sure. I don't think I can take on his forces, but we're going to try. Really need these horsemen to get back in here. Yeah. Do battle with his longbowmen. But they just do so much damage. And I need more crossbowmen. Really, that's what I need to get past these man-at-arms. Yeah, definitely need more crossbowmen. Fortunately, I'm capturing these sacred sites, and we have managed to grab a relic, but my opponent makes it to the Imperial Age, and I really need to send these troops forward. Okay, good. Looks like I'm sending them in. But I've lost this position here. I'm not going to be able to capture it with a monk. Though I am going to try and grab the relic down here. I really want that relic. Putting together a mangonel, because that's at least another answer to all of his man-at-arms. He puts down a keep here, just a defensive keep. And it's just more infantry and archers. Now this is pretty good here. Engaging with his troops, he accidentally sent these troops forward. And he's trying to burn down the mangonels, but I'm really busy just shooting down all of his units. Don't want to lose. Nice. Don't lose the mangonel. Perfect. Now we're going to come forward, try and clear all this out. And I did, in fact, grab the relic, so that's good. He cancels all of these. Cool. What I really need is I have all of this stone. I really need these villagers to get out on the map and start putting down keeps. You can see he already put a keep down. But yeah, I'd love to get one myself. And I need more crossbowmen. Yeah, don't want to just send these crossbowmen out. Need them in my army. Sending smaller forces out to just kind of sweep the map. Not sure if I should really be engaging here. Finding his longbowmen. They're great against my crossbowmen. Looks like the hole in his wall is still here. What I really should have done is just sent in my knights and maybe just forgotten about the rest of my troops. That said, we'll engage. Really, the important part is that my knights made it through. Good, that mangonel's getting good shots. That's what I like to see. We're going to send the knights through his base and try to get to his farmlands back here. Looks like there were some villagers here, but really I just sent them here and then I targeted fired some of these villagers. Let's see. Yep, there they go. So yeah, I'm losing my forces here, but at least we're getting villager kills back here. We secure all the sacred sites. We're just focusing down the villagers. Looks like he already retreated some in there. Oh, these four just started attacking the mining camp? Useless. Really need them to attack these villagers. And his man-at-arms are now really well upgraded. I gotta check to see my upgrades. Looks like we're coming along, but we still need more. We've got the keep, and this is gonna be a recurring thing in this game. I need to get this boiling oil. Because he, for some reason, just keeps sending infantry against keeps. Usually keeps just annihilate infantry, but his armored man-at-arms don't care about the arrow fire coming from these keeps, so I really need this boiling oil. So I'm trying to secure my my control of the map. So look at his man-at-arms have 7 and 9 armor. Mine have like 5 and 6. No, 6 and 6 now. But yeah, the armor on his units is insane. I'd also like to see my use of stone to just kind of cordon off this part of the map, maybe this side over here. It's great that we're putting down keeps, but walls are even better. Keeps are good like zone denial, but stone walls can just like completely section off the map. He's coming forward with troops. I'm going to lose these mangonels because they're not as well defended as I'd hoped, although we are hitting his elite longbowman in the back, so that's good damage here. And I just assumed he wouldn't come forward because this keep is here, but he just sends all the man-at-arms forward. They have 9 armor, so they're just barely getting tickled by the arrows from this keep. And look at that, they're just going to burn it down. I'm trying to get the boiling oil technology, but it's way too late. If I had had the boiling oil technology, we probably could have done something about this force. Or if I had another mangonel, ooh, I'd like to get these crossbowmen forward. If I had more mangonels, that'd be really helpful. Okay, so we're engaging. Hopefully we can get over to these elite longbowmen in the back. That's what we're really trying to target down. Okay, nice. Troops are getting on top of them. But yeah, look at that. He's just moving right along to the keep. He just doesn't care about my units. And my boiling oil, oh, it's not going to finish. It's just burning down way too quick. That should have been a note to me. Get boiling oil here, get boiling oil here. these man-at-arms are just way too tanky. It's good that I'm making knights against them. At least the knights can deal decent damage, but really we need crossbowmen, we need mangonels. These regular archers just aren't going to do any damage against these units. It's good that we got the outpost with the spring altar placement. That's good with this gold here. Trying to burn through his front gate, but he's produced a lot of spearmen here. And these spearmen are really good against my my knights. Heck, my lancers aren't even fully upgraded, but his elite spearmen are. So he's really ahead in upgrades. Oh, okay, now we get the elite elite knights. He's coming forward. I'm gonna have to abandon this gold position. There's just too many troops. He's mixing in a lot of those lancers and spearmen, and man, you can see he's already come forward with his units. He knows that he needs to start collecting resources on the map, so he's just got his villagers out here. Can't blame him. I mean, I'm out here too. I'm gonna use a conversion to try and capture some of his units, but unfortunately he retreats them at just the right moment. So what can I do against these man-at-arms? Their armor is just insane. Oh, I'm losing villagers down here. Fortunately, he's not... Oh, okay, we've got mangonels coming forward. That's good. Fortunately, he doesn't have any really siege units just yet, so these towers with their spring altar placements are at least doing work. But yeah, my knights are just not as effective anymore. Oh, and it looks like we've got a miss rally here. Lots of my units just not paying attention. Now he's coming forward with his man-at-arms masses. I'm gonna try to target them down, but there's just way too many of them. Getting great mangonel hits. Really need villagers to come forward and repair these. Looks like we got a few more knights into his farm area. And yeah, he's sending just more man-at-arms to attack my keeps. And why not? We just don't deal any damage to his man-at-arms. It's like maybe 4 damage a hit. Yeah, he's just burning down everything on the map with these man-at-arms. And yeah, my mangonels died in that fight. Fortunately, we've got this safe area to chop, although trees are almost gone. I think we're going to move on to this. And I really need more infrastructure. I need to be just making units nonstop. Because you can see from the military, well, actually, you can't really tell. I guess we really need the population scores. I think my opponent is maxed out. I'm maxed out. Our income, well, I'm not maxed out, actually. That's the issue. I've only got 150 people on the map. And income is pretty cool. I'm ahead in food. He's ahead in wood by a long shot. I am ahead in gold. But the game from now on is pretty much just non-stop battles at this choke point here as I slowly lose these keeps on the map because of these just man-at-arms balls. He's just making huge man-at-arms clumps, and I just do not have that boiling oil upgrade. I should be getting it. Okay, good. I got it on this one at least. Making a few hand cannoneers. They're pretty good against these man-at-arms because they just deal so much damage. Oh, and the mangonel shots are so good. This is when I'm starting to build up a good ranged composition. Ooh, don't want to lose the mangonel. Very nice. But yeah, he's just going to send in more. I think these are the troops that burned down those keeps. Mangonel taking shots on the archers in the back, which is huge. If we can just get a few shots on the archers, yeah, look at that. We could take out huge clumps of them. Problem is this front line, he's just got so many of these tanky man-at-arms, and here comes even more of them. Looks like he's gotten the incendiary arrows upgrade. I'm putting a keep up forward. I'm trying to research. Let me see. How are we doing on? Yeah, we're getting up to our tier 3 technologies. But I think he's been there for a while. need these mangonels, and I don't know what these hand cannoneers are doing. That's cool. Coming forward, feel like we've actually had a good unit composition. I really should have kept making these crossbowmen, hand cannoneers, because they seem to be quite effective. Up against his archers, it's probably a different story, but we can always just send the mangonel forward. Really need to defend this mangonel. Should probably pull it back. Oh, those archers are dealing so much damage now. Landing good hits. Oh, oh, oh. That imam's gone. And we're just hunting the rest of the map, but really need a stone wall here. Now it's going to be a long slog here, and I would like to say I have the 4 relics, 2 sacred sites. That's why my gold income is doing so well. You can see our incomes are very close. The problem is I just don't have the military infrastructure that he has. Look at all of these barracks. He's going to produce as many man-at-arms as he wants. In fact, I suspect that my opponent only has a ton of barracks, maybe 1 or 2 siege workshops, and then his council hall producing archers. I'm going to take a look here. I really want to reveal the map for this match. There's some of the siege workshops. It's just barracks. Back in his base, it's just barracks. It's only barracks. And then the council hall. Yeah, it's just barracks. I can't believe how many barracks he has. I really like this plan from him. I mean, yeah, it's just 1 unit that he can produce, but just the fact that he has so many barracks means he can max out his population instantly. Meanwhile, I cannot. Oh, looks like I've even got camel archers, but these are like tier 2 camel archers. That's the thing, I'm producing some units, but they're not even fully veteraned units. Like, these veteran archers aren't fully upgraded. Okay, I like this engagement here, although these longbowmen in the back are an issue. And look, he's just sent more of his infantry. I'd love to see them... Nope, this one does not have boiling oil. Thought I did put boiling oil on it, but look at that. Arrows are going to do nothing. They're just going to burn it down. And he doesn't care. He can just replace those units in 3 seconds. Fortunately, by making some horsemen, we're able to attack his siege on the back lines, but oof, couldn't even get that 1 bombard. I'm using my bombard to clear out his production, and I'm thinking I'm actually doing something here by killing his production. But in reality, I mean, you see how much he's got back here. You can hear the units being produced. It's just a huge wave of them. You can hear it. It's just non-stop. And yeah, the council hall is just pumping them out as well. I believe I've had okay unit compositions taking him on, but now I'm really struggling. I think I'm starting to struggle on gold. I really need more gold. And his gold income is starting to outstrip mine. I think because he got the enclosures on his farms. So these are all producing gold in the meantime. I have to mine my gold. That or start trading with this neutral market, which he has not done either. He's just all-inning on these longbowmen and man-at-arms. And now he's got a big group of mangonels. And he's just adding on even more barracks. He's going to send all these villagers, yep, to chop. He just cares about wood. It's a strong strategy, and I just couldn't defend against it. I really needed those boiling oil upgrades on my keeps. I needed these stone walls up ages ago. I liked my horseman harass early on. I actually reviewed some other games from my opponent and found out that basically he makes these longbowman masses and his opponents just never respond to it. Like he makes a bunch of longbowmen and just his opponents crumble under the pressure of just mass longbowmen. Oh, it's a big mangonel fight, but unfortunately he's got spring ults mixed in. Great that my keep is firing cannonballs. I mean, that's great. But you can tell my opponent just has way too much production. If I had had more military production, just a ton of archery ranges pumping out crossbowmen and hand cannoneers, I think we would have done a lot better. Then he would have been forced to switch into these mangonels a little sooner. That said, I really enjoyed the game. It was a frustrating loss, but I was proud of my macro. I was pretty good about getting upgrades. I got all of the relics on the map, and I don't think I'll make the mistake of underproducing military buildings in these late Imperial games, because you could tell my opponent just had such an advantage with all this military production. So I want that as well. I want to be able to max out to 200 and win. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. See you next time.